Get ready to learn more about the world that we live in, because here are 50 amazing facts to blow your mind. A group of bears is called a sloth of bears. Steven Tyler estimates that he spent at least $5 to $6 million on cocaine in his lifetime. In the 1950s, psychologist Frederick Wertham wrote a book called Seduction of the Innocent that accused Batman and Robin of being homosexual and Superman of being a fascist right-wing fantasy. When it was first released, there was a lot of debate over the identity of the unknown wizard at the back of the Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone first edition. The illustrator Thomas Taylor later revealed he based it on his father after being told to draw a wizard to decorate the back cover. Pigeons actually produce milk to feed their young. In 2002, actor Vin Diesel saved an entire family from a burning car wreck. The Muppets creator Jim Henson believed in allowing a character to grow organically. His guiding philosophy was that each Muppet had a distinct personality. In fact, he believed that it was the job of the puppeteer to uncover it. It can take anywhere from 90 to 120 minutes just to hard boil an ostrich egg. The saying "bless you" after a sneeze comes from the 14th century Pope Gregory VII, who asked for it to be said after every sneeze in order to protect him against the plague. Mosquitoes survive the impact of raindrops using a Zen-like approach of non-resistance. The legendary horror writer R.L. Stine got his start by writing comics for Bazooka Joe Bubblegum under the pen name Jovial Bob Stine. It's a faux pas in Russia to give your date a dozen roses. You give an odd number of flowers for a happy occasion and an even number for condolences. Expiration dates on bottled water is actually for the bottle, not for the water in it. An elephant can actually die of a broken heart if their mate dies. They may refuse to eat or lay down, shedding tears until they starve to death. On the Norwegian island of Spitsbergen, sitting inside a mountain, is the Svalbard Global Seed Vault, which holds over 850,000 copies of seeds from across the planet just in case of a global catastrophe. A tiger's tongue is so coarse, it can actually lick flesh down to the bone. Bhutan, the world's most eco-friendly country, once planted 108,000 trees to celebrate the birth of its new prince. You can pay to go on expeditions with National Geographic to exotic places like Antarctica. There's a golf course in Brisbane, Australia, with full-grown bull sharks living in the water hazards. The pineberry is a white strawberry that tastes like a pineapple. A study published in the Journal of Neuroscience found that anxiety disengages the prefrontal cortex, a region of the brain that plays an important role in flexible decision-making. The Japanese company YKK makes approximately half of the world's zippers. Check your jeans, it's probably on there right now. In 2007, Kanye West ordered a curry dish for dinner to be delivered from Wales in the UK to NYC at a price of $3,900. The dish itself only cost 19 pounds. The rest was a delivery fee. In 1989, a Philadelphia financial analyst bought an old painting for $4 at a flea market in Adamstown, Pennsylvania, just because he liked the frame. However, hidden behind it was an original Declaration of Independence, which went on to sell at auction for $2.42 million. Tug of war was once an Olympic sport in the early 1900s. Two of the world's largest rivers, the Amazon and the Rio Negro, meet but do not mix and are visually distinct but occupy the same body of water. This is due to the river's different speeds, density, and temperatures. 15th US President James Buchanan bought slaves with his own money in order to free them. Michael Jordan now makes more money each year than he earned in salary during his entire 15-year NBA career. George Washington was so afraid of being buried alive that he asked his staff to wait 2 days after his death to bury him. Narwhal skin is an important source of vitamin C for the Inuit people. Ounce for ounce, there is almost as much vitamin C in narwhal skin than there is in an orange. Our urge to breathe is not because of our need for oxygen, but our bodies wanting to get rid of carbon dioxide. David Hasselhoff has a 4.27 meter tall replica of himself from the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Until 1992, it was not required for electrical appliances in Britain to be sold with plugs at the end of them. Often, consumers had to attach them themselves. Phil Collins' song Sussudio was based on a completely made-up word. When he couldn't think of actual lyrics to fill the line, he just left it in as the chorus and title. Troll dolls were originally created in 1959 by Danish fisherman and woodcutter Thomas Dam. Dam could not afford a Christmas gift for his daughter Leela and decided to carve a doll out of his own imagination. Other children in the Danish town of Joji saw the troll doll and decided that they wanted one, and the rest is history. Napoleon once removed the Mona Lisa from the Louvre so that he could hang it on his bedroom wall. Coral is actually an animal, not a plant. Australian researchers at the Commonwealth Scientific and Industrial Research Organization discovered that drinking a cup of Asian pear juice before drinking alcohol resulted in fewer and/or diminished hangover symptoms the very next day. A stowaway Greek cat once flew in the undercarriage of an Airbus A321 from Athens to Zurich. It had shock and hypothermia, but unbelievably, it survived. The PT in PT Cruiser stands for personal transport. Samsung, the manufacturer of TVs, home appliances, and of course cell phones, started off as a grocery store. Social anxiety disorder is the third most common mental disorder in the United States, right after depression and alcohol dependency. Adding cold cream to your coffee actually keeps it warmer longer when compared to just black coffee. A study done in 2007 by the Bayer College of Medicine determined that magnesium, not calcium, is the key to healthy bones. Cockroaches are not the toughest insect when it comes to resisting nuclear radiation. Insects like the flower beetle have been proven to have higher nuclear radiation resistance. Henry Ford's estimated net worth would have been $200 billion today if he were still alive. In Jupiter, Florida, a man tossed a live alligator into a Wendy's drive-thru window after the server handed over his drink. He admitted to picking up the 1.07 meter long gator from the side of the road and was charged with aggravated assault, unlawful possession, and transportation of an alligator. Super Mario was originally known as Jumpman. According to vet doctor Joyce Harmon, horses can safely drink alcohol because of their huge mass. Mickey Mouse has a brand recognition of 97%, which is higher than Santa Claus. And those were 50 amazing facts to blow your mind. And now you guys know a little bit more about the world that we live in. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Peace.